Wait a minute, when you say reduction, you're paying child support to her.
Yes.
Who does the child live with?
Me.
But the person that the child lives with does not pay child support. You should not be paying child support to her, and the child lives with you. Are you giving him the money back?
No.
Okay, so this man has come to the court because his cruel wife is not keeping the kid with her and is also accepting money from her husband. Despite having an innocent face, this lady doesn't care about her kid and is sucking money from her husband too. Such kinds of parents are a curse to society. I don't know why they have kids if they don't know what parenting is. Let's take a look at her more shitty conversations.
Mr. Roberts, you filed this case before the court?
Yes, ma'am.
What's going on?
Well, I still pay child support because our daughter goes to school. It's better for her to go to school in her area as opposed to mine. Our schools are terrible. We don't really do well over there, and her school is great over there. But I wanted kind of a reduction.
Wait a minute, when you say reduction, you're paying child support to her.
Yes.
Who does the child live with?
Me. But she goes to school with her.
It's not a... Wait a minute.
Yes,
you all know that's not how this works, right?
What?
The person who the child lives with does not pay child support. The person who the child does not live with pays child support.
Well, ma'am, originally we had an agreement with the court.
And it's your honor or judge.
I'm sorry, your honor.
Oh, go ahead.
My bad. We originally had an agreement, but she goes to night school. So, our daughter lives with me.
Okay,
but she goes to her
cute
school.
that you guys have an agreement.
Yes, ma'am.
But the person that the child lives with does not pay child support. You understand that, right, ma'am?
Yes, but I'm the one that pays for her schooling.
How much is her schooling?
It's $600 a month.
$600 a month. But the child lives with him. She has needs outside of school. You understand that, right?
Yes, I understand.
So the child is living with you.
Yes.
You're paying for her day-to-day expenses.
Absolutely.
You're paying for her extracurricular activities, I'm assuming, right?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
What are you paying for besides school?
I only pay for school and the food that she eats on a day-to-day basis.
You should not be paying child support to her, and the child lives with you. Are you giving him the money back?
No.
What are you doing with the money?
I spend it on her schooling.
You spend it on what?
Using it to pay for her schooling.
To pay for her school, but she does not live with you. You know what? How much money you make a year?
I make $50,000 a year.
Wait, hold up.
I'm curious about what he wanted to say. Like, wait, hold up. I think he was unaware maybe she makes that in a year. And he was not aware that he's not supposed to be paying her child support since he is a primary he has custody of the child. And he's just realized that. And I think maybe in all fairness, the judge should order this woman pay back the money she has received from the man. All of it.
Look at the lady. How toxic can someone be despite having an innocent face? She is earning $50,000 a month and didn't tell her husband about it just to have some pennies from the struggling father. Being a mother, she doesn't have to be like this. Due to her greed, her kids are suffering, but she doesn't care about it, and her only priority is to arrogate some money from the husband.
You should not be taking money away from him, and you have a job, and you're making how much?
I'm making $50,000 a year.
$50,000 a year? You know what? You think it's a game.
In all honesty, Judge, I just started working.
You think it's a game. That's not cute. And this is not funny. This is a serious matter. This man is paying child support for a child who lives with him. He has to pay extra money for his expenses and everything. You understand that? So you have a 2-bedroom home or apartment?
Yes, ma'am.
He has to get an extra bedroom. That's extra money that he could be saving. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Electricity be all the other expenses. They're increasing. While you're sitting on $50,000 a year. Okay. So, based on the calculation I have here, have your gross at $4,166.67. Brings your net down to $3,266.81. How many children do you have, ma'am?
Just one.
Just one? Okay. That's going to be based on 20%. So child support is $653.37. You can close your mouth. It's okay. You're getting $600 right now from him, and you make $50,000 a year. Who pays health insurance for this child?
I do.
How much is health insurance?
$150.
$150. How often are you paid?
I get paid every 2 weeks, ma'am.
Okay. So for the child only, it's $150?
Yes, ma'am.
You do understand that a part of the child support obligation is to pay health insurance. The two of you understand that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you, ma'am, will be paying $653.37 plus $150 as medical reimbursement for the child, which brings your monthly obligation to $803.37.
Instant karma. She really thought she could continue taking money from the husband, but now it's coming back to bite her. Wanting to take money from the husband is not just greed. It shows the street side behavior. It's downright selfish and unfair. Both from the personal and legal standpoint, this kind of greed is completely unacceptable. Let me know what you think about this case in the comments.
I think is the judge should order her to pay back the money she's been getting from him. She's not supposed to be getting that money. Whether she was paying for her education, that money was coming from him. He was the one paying for it. So she she needs to reimburse that money. I think that's the only fair thing to do. But you see that that's not gonna happen. If it was a man in this kind of situation, maybe you see that maybe there will be a lot of outcry that that man should be able to pay. Even the judge would even maybe bring it up to say, you know what, this money that you've been taking, you need to pay back. We'll come up with a pay plan and you have to pay back this money. You see, but now because it's a woman and she can't be made to pay back that money. Let's check the comment section, what everyone saying under this video. Anyone notice how the lady makes 50K a year, yet the narrator says 50,000 a month? She needs to pay back every penny or go to jail. Child support is exactly that. It is for the child, not the ex-spouse. She should also be ordered to start paying child support, I think, which she has in this case. The courts should fine women for stealing child support. She doesn't have an innocent face. That's the face of the cat that's been into the cream and is successfully dodging responsibility. That's not an innocent face. That was conniving. The audacity of her to take anything from him. To her, the child was nothing but a paycheck, and that is the definition of karma. So actually, he was the one paying for the schooling. She's coming. She needs to go back to court and have his child support back pay, being the child lives with him. The judge made his day. Did you see the look on the ex face? Priceless. The father would have had to pay it back. She should as well. Right on, judge, really? I discovered recently a judgment was made using my child support that an attorney robbed a house from me and my daughter when my ex committed patricide. The papers are confidential and I was told by the clerk that I can do nothing since it occurred 18 years ago. There was never justice for us. So I think there's an outcry of people saying she should pay back the money, and most of the people in the comment section, they are saying she doesn't have an innocent face. Guys, thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel.